There are plenty of ways for you to store your Rode Wireless Go 2 microphones, and in this video, I'm going to show you the number one way that you should be keeping them. Straight out of the box, you get one receiver, two transmitters, and a lot of cables. Now, unfortunately, due to the size of the Rode Wireless Go 2s, these are pretty easy to lose on set, and you don't really have a way to properly store them. So after doing some searching online, I came across this case right here. Now, this solved some of my issues. Now I had a nice way to actually store my microphones, and you actually have enough room to store two sets of microphones. Now, the one issue with this is that you can store up to two sets of these, but you don't have a proper way to charge it, and you still have to carry all your charging cables. So this one got a little bit of use out of it, and then several months later, I looked for another solution because I wasn't completely satisfied with this one. And after searching online, I ran into a company called ZGCINE. They actually made a charging case that can hold all three. Now this solved two of my issues. One, I needed a case, and two, I needed a case that could charge them on the go. But I had an issue now. Now that I didn't have to worry about multiple cables, I couldn't even hold one cable inside of this case, which was unfortunate because there's no space. This case was definitely an upgrade from my previous case, but it still had some flaws, which I'll talk about here shortly. What I really want to get into now is the number one way you should be storing your Rode Wireless Go 2s or 1s, in my opinion, and that is the brand new updated version of the ZGCINE Rode Wireless Go 2 case. This one answered all three of the problems I was having. It had a nice compact storage, it had a way for me to actually charge them inside the case, but now it actually had a space for me to be able to hold not one, but multiple cables. So that means I could actually have a charging cable inside of here and my lavalier and only have to carry this small case with me, which was great. Now, the biggest flaw I had with the original one was it didn't have an auto shut off. So you would run into an issue where after your shoot, you threw them in the case, you started charging it. If you forgot about it, which trust me, it happens, it would just keep draining the battery. So once you are ready to use it again, the case is dead. So instead of getting two full charges, you actually were only getting one full charge. Another thing was the battery indicator. It's not a huge issue, but it didn't tell you which one of the microphones was charging. And when it was turned on, regardless if the other two needed to be charged or one of the other needed to be charged, it would still charge it, unfortunately. And then not a huge issue, but just one that you do notice, the hinge right here just honestly felt kind of loose and didn't feel like it was great quality. But like I said, this one was still great, and this one doesn't get any use anymore because I don't have two sets, but I can still definitely recommend this one to people. Now let's talk about other upgrades you're getting with the newer version. One of the biggest one, besides the cable management that you're getting up top, is the auto shut-off mode. Now, like I mentioned, this older version would just keep draining the battery. Well, this one will automatically shut off when everything is fully charged. And it's not just when all of them are fully charged, it's if one of them is fully charged, it'll stop charging that singular one by itself. And it can recognize which one needs to be charged, which is great. So now you don't have to worry about coming back and turning it off. You can actually just throw it in the case, turn it on, and let it do its thing. And honestly, that is probably one of the biggest features other than the storage up top. Another feature you're getting is an indicator telling you which one is actually being charged. So you don't have to worry about if one of them is charged and the other ones needs to be charged, that all of them are gonna get charged. No, it's gonna just choose the two that need to be charged and charge that one. And that's honestly gonna conserve the battery in here so you can get more charges out of it. And another thing I wanna talk about is the hinge. The hinge and the magnet is a lot stronger. This one definitely feels like it's made out of the same material, but just that small little change on it makes it feel like it's better quality. And another feature that this one comes with, and it's not a huge deal, but it's just something nice that you notice, this one does have rubber feet on the bottom. So you can put this on a slick surface and push it around. It's not gonna move too much, whereas this one has no rubber feet, it's just plastic, so it'll slide around pretty easily. Now these both come with the same 3400 milliamp battery, which is plenty if you're using these as microphones. But another cool feature, when you're in a pinch and you need to charge something, these actually on the backside can charge output to other devices. So if you need to charge a phone in a pinch or just another device, it's pretty cool that these both can do that as well. All right, everyone, like I said, this is the #1 way that you should be storing your Rode Wireless Go 2 microphones. If you want to know where to find them, you can check the link in the description to be able to get your hands on them. At the time of the video, this I believe is going for $60 and this is going for $50 for the older version. Just save yourself the time, I promise you. Spend the extra 10 bucks and get yourself the newer version. You're gonna save yourself some headache down the road. And if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Remember to like and comment. If there's any gear that you want me to review or get my hands on or just, you know, tell you my thoughts, put it down in the comment section down below. The good thing about having a small channel is I read every single comment right now. And if you feel so obligated, I am going to be putting out a new video every Monday. So make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, and we'll see you on the next one.